and grief is a process. Just keep going.
So today we have the 5th person eliminated from Ascendant Season 1, Noah. Before we start with the questions, would you like to say anything else that you haven't said?
I'm really shocked. Not really sure how that makes sense from Dylan's part. I'm straight up with him. I think that if after this game I find out certain things, if I find out that Emily knew this was happening, I don't know if I'll ever play an orc again. We'll see. But yeah, let's go for the questions. I don't have much to say because I said a lot in my confessional earlier today. So.
All right. So coming into this game, you didn't know anything about the format. So now that you've got the feels of the format, if you could have gone back into the game, what could you have done different?
I think something, in knowing that like the team switch every time, one thing I can do is not neglect certain people that you aren't on the crew with. You can't just be good with the people that you're on your crew with. You need to be good with the other crew because in 2 to 3 days you'll be with them again. So you need to maintain. One thing I didn't do well was I didn't maintain relationships with someone like Mandy or Dylan while I wasn't with them. So when I did get back with them on the crew, it bit me in the butt, I guess. So you definitely need to be good with people, not just on your crew, but on the other crew at all times, because you'll be with them again. That's something that I did wrong. I didn't pay as much attention to other crew as much as I should have.
All right. Who do you feel most betrayed by, and why?
Trying to think. I don't know who the third vote was. I'm assuming it was Jesse. I know Dylan and Mandy and me. I'm assuming it was Jesse. If it wasn't Jesse, if it was either Emily or Jeff, then they're the answer. Or Hayden even. But I'm assuming it was Dylan, Mandy, and Jesse. So I'm going to say Dylan because I kept him safe last round when Caitlin was going or homing. It would have been him or Jordan. I made sure it wasn't because he had saved me the round before. I did everything for him. I was with him. Wasn't going to go to the end with him because he was going to go to the end with Jordan, but I feel like I wasn't going after him at all at that time. So I feel like Dylan betrayed me the most in that vote. Unless there's other people who knew this was happening and then them. If anyone in the High Five Alliance knew about this, then they're the answer to the question. I just don't know if they knew or not.
So, in your opinion, where did you think your game gone wrong?
It's going to take me a while to figure that out because whenever Dylan decided that it was going to be me is when I went wrong. So I don't know if that was instantly when I picked the cruise. I don't know if that was during the last round. Whenever Dylan decided that he was going to write my name down is when I went wrong. So then obviously even after that, there's stuff I could have done to prevent it, but it was too late. So I don't know the exact time, but I know that when Dylan decided that he was going after me, that's when I went wrong because I wasn't doing something right with him. I just don't know when he got the idea, when that came to his mind. So I don't really know the answer. But one thing I did wrong today that obviously is going to be my biggest regret in the game, or like specific regret for me, is I threw that endurance challenge to Emily. I told her before the challenge that since her name was being thrown out by Dylan and Mandy, and Dylan and Mandy told me they wanted to vote for me, but they would probably vote for Emily. And they said that if Emily won immunity, they'd vote for Mandy, or that Dylan vote for Mandy. So I told Emily, hey, if you and me are the last two in the challenge on our side, I'll let you win. And I did just that. I purposely made my cans go either too high or too low. I forget which one I did, but I lost and allowed Emily to have immunity because I figured that if they were going to vote for someone, it would be Emily or Jeff, not me. And I was wrong, and that's my biggest regret. But my biggest mistake in the game is definitely anyway. It all went wrong whenever I did something to piss off Dylan. I don't know when that was. I don't know what that was that I did, but yeah.
So in the event that you were the one voted out, why do you think you were the one that fell into victim of your crew members?
Because I was seen as playing the middle, and I didn't want to be in the middle. I wanted to go to the end of the 5, but my predicament was that Dylan and Jordan had saved me in round 3. They gave me the idol. They told me to play it. They told me what to do with it. And I would have gone home if it weren't for them. So I felt indebted to them. And they both knew that I had to be indebted to them. But I didn't want to go to the end of the game with them. I wanted to go to the end with Alyssa, Emily, Duke, and Jeff because I felt like that was my best chance of winning the game. I don't think I could win the game if I was towards the end with Dylan and Jordan because, number one, they would take each other. And number 2, if I was in the final 2 with either of them, they could just say, hey, in round 3, Noah would have gone in for me. So I could not have won the game if I went to the end with them. But I also apparently, it makes me look like playing the middle or a snake if I work with the 5. So I was put in a predicament that I couldn't get out of, I don't think. That's what really sucks is because I didn't want to play the middle, but I had to based on how I would win in the end and who I felt indebted to and who I had to appease. Because if I had voted out Dylan the round before, then Jordan would have tried to get me out this round. And so there's just so many yeah. And that's the hard part about it is I just was in the middle. I didn't want to be there, but I don't know how I could have gotten out of the middle without pissing off some people or ruining my game. Because if I had gone against the 5, then I could have gotten to the end, I guess, still, but I would have lost to Dylan or Jordan, and they wouldn't have taken me anyways. And if I had gone against Dylan or Jordan, which I was planning on doing, then apparently that turned into them getting me out, even though I wasn't getting them out this round. So I was in a tough spot because I hope I don't get into a spot like that again. That was really annoying.
So, with this game being your first ever game, what would you say you did? Did you play too hard, too little? You talked too much? You didn't talk much with people? Explain the details why you're sitting with me now.
With specific people. I don't think I talked too much game or played too hard with everyone, but the people that I did talk to and play with, like Dylan or Jordan or Emily and Alyssa, that probably bit me in the butt because I didn't have as close relationships with people like Mandy or Kim or even Amir to some extent throughout the game. But the people that I did talk to a lot, like Dylan, is what got me in trouble. So definitely the specific people that I talked to too much is, I guess, what got me out. I'm just still really confused. I don't know why he did it. And so obviously I'm not allowed to find out. So I don't know what exactly went wrong. At what points, what I could have done differently other than winning the challenge. But I felt at that point it was too late anyways. And I weren't. So where did it go wrong? At what moment? I'm trying to think. If it was at the beginning of this, when I picked Dylan to be on my crew, and then if I was going to go home no matter what at that point, then okay. If it was earlier than that, because I didn't want to vote out Caitlin, but I was still loyal to them with it during that round, then I guess that could have been it. But there's so many places where it could have gone wrong. I don't know when Dylan decided to do this. I think it's a really dumb move on Dylan's part. Because now he only has, and now Jordan's gone, so now he literally doesn't have anyone other than Alyssa, but Alyssa is more loyal to Emily, Jeff, and Duke. So Dylan's all alone. I guess he has Jesse, but Jesse doesn't do shit. It's Jesse and Mandy, but they suck. They don't do anything. They just showed up for this randomly. So for the live night. So Dylan's if Dylan wins this game, it'd be fucking ridiculous. I don't know how he's gonna do it. If he did, I'd applaud him, but I think Dylan can't win the game anymore because that was just he doesn't have any connections now. Any good connections at least. Maybe he does that I don't know about. And if he's aligned with the rest of the 5, then that's gonna hurt. If I find out that about an hour or 2 before the challenge, I told Emily, if it's us in the last 2, I'll throw it to you. If at that moment she knew that it would have been me going home, and that she knew that would send me home, and she still was like, okay, thank you. If you do that, that'll be amazing. If she knew that at that moment, then I don't know if I could ever play a game like this again because that would be heartbreaking. If she just let me destroy my game like that, if she let me look like a fool like that. If Emily knew That would be the worst thing. I can't even imagine. And I don't think she did. I don't think she would let me do that if she thought I was getting my name written down. I did it for her because I thought she would get her name written down. And now I don't know if, even if I had one, would that have sent Emily home, or would have Mandy gone home? Like, I don't know if Dylan was always planning on betraying me and Emily there, or if he was only going to vote me out if Mandy. He was only going to vote me out if I didn't have immunity. So I don't know. Like, if I had won immunity, would it have been Mandy or would it have been Emily? I don't know if he still plays the idol on Emily. On Mandy there. Does he get Emily out there by playing the idol, or does he let Mandy go? I don't know. So, man, what was the question? I'm saying the same stuff over again. What was the question?
I honestly don't know what the question was. I'm pretty sure you answered it at the beginning and then you went off on a tangent.
And I went off on tangent.
But I have a question. So, going into this next round, it is obviously Final 10. Who do you think is going to go home next?
Let me, do you have a cast list? I just want to make sure I say this correctly. I need to look at it real quick.
So it is Alyssa, Amir, Duke, Dylan, Emily, Jeff, Jesse, Kim, Mandy, and Peyton. You want me to give you the crews so you know who the crews are?
Oh, that'd actually help a lot.
Okay. So on the USS Jasmine, we have Dylan, Alyssa, Jesse, Mandy, and Amir.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
Oh, that's so. Oh no! I hope they win the challenge. Oh no!
Why?
What's the other one? Okay? Well, I guess I can. I would leave.
It is the SS Bikini Bottom. It is Duke, Jeffrey, Emily, Kim, and Peyton. Why did you say "oh no" when I gave you the first crew?
Oh. Well, so if Duke's team goes, I think Kim would get voted out pretty easily, unless there's something else I don't know about. Just because Duke, Emily, and Jeff will stick together, and I think they want to use Peyton, so I think Kim would go there. Other one, Alyssa would definitely go. Well, not definitely. I just think that Dylan, Jesse, and Mandy are obviously together. It would be between Alyssa and Amir who goes. I guess that Alyssa can convince Dylan to vote Amir. I think Dylan does want Amir out, so I think Amir would go, maybe. But I'm really scared that would mean Alyssa would go. Well, it could also go. I think it would be like Alyssa and Amir voting for each other, and then Dylan has Jesse and Mandy by string, so Dylan would choose who leaves there. I think that Dylan at that point votes out Amir, but I do have some worry that he would vote out Alyssa if he at all finds out about the 5 or something, because he turned on me because Alyssa and I were playing the same game. We were like, Alyssa was in the 5 with me, and Alyssa was with me, Dylan, and Jordan. So Alyssa was exactly the same spot as me. So unless there's something else going on, Alyssa is just as big of a target for Dylan as me. So I don't know. Either Amir or Alyssa would go. I'm hoping Amir goes. And then what? I mean, I like Amir. I hope in that crew Dylan would go somehow. That'd be amazing. Other crew, I hope Peyton goes because the other 4 are amazing. Not Peyton. I hope Kim goes because the other 4 there are good. But yeah, Alyssa would probably go. Or no, I think Amir would. But it's possible that Alyssa could go also if Amir pulls some shit again. Ooh.
Okay. So that's all I had.
Okay. Well, sorry I didn't cry. I cried a lot with Caitlin on the FaceTime a bit ago after watching the challenge. Sorry. I usually get all out at once, so sorry.
So, you had a final 2 with Alyssa.
I did.
Is a relationship gonna come out of it? Like, that's my question.
I was about to say, are you gonna answer my question finally? Do you have this crush on Alyssa?
There are still, let's see, this is the 40-day game. There's still 26 days left. That's not something that could ever be explored until day 40 because she needs to win this game, and I don't want anything getting in the way of her getting to the end and accomplishing what she wants to do. And I'm afraid that any person trying to
fast forward 26 more days. I guess that's what you said.
It happen in 20 days.
It is day 40 or whatever. The finale is over. Is there a possibility that there is a relationship blooming between you and Alyssa? Yes or no?
You have to ask her.
Yes or no? Okay, let me
rephrase. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer.
Let me rephrase. Do you have feelings for Alyssa? Yes or no?
This is being recorded. I don't like this.
This will not be played publicly.
That's not true.
We will cut this part out of your interview.
Then stop recording.
No, it has to be recording because we have to ask one last question after this.
Why'd you wait this to the end? Okay.
Okay. Our final question.
No, it's fine. The answer is yes. Just keep going, whatever.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. We've all been through that. We've all been through that. Matthew had a crush on this girl named Heather Cameron. I had a crush on Pam Pounds, so it's okay. Okay. One last question.
Right?
No.
Wait, is that why you cried? Because you're going to be separated from Melissa for a month?
No, that's not true at all. Huh?
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I don't know. Don't show her this. Keep going.
Okay. So the last question. This is the first ever season of Ascendance. As a player and now a future viewer of this game, we would like to ask you if you were a host yourself, what you could have added to the game, what could you have done different, like any change.
One thing that, I mean, obviously this is going to sound biased because I was just a captain. Maybe captains get immunity at their own tribal also. I think winning, like, I'm not just saying that because I was a captain this round. Like, I thought that, like, the whole game that, like, oh, why didn't Kim and Caitlyn have immunity at the first round? Like, they should have both had it at both of their tribals respectively. Like, I think that I think that captains should have immunity that round. If you win a captain's challenge, you should not be allowed to go home, I think. That maybe there's a reason you chose not to do that, but I think that that would help. I don't know. I just think because just being able to pick your team, I don't think is enough incentive to go hard and win a challenge. Like I don't think it's enough incentive.
Well, all right, that's all for the questions.
I have one more question.
Okay.
Okay. So, day one of this game, did you expect to come in and find such a personable relationship with someone?
Ask the question. What are you doing?
What? No, it's like a serious question because like sometimes like people like come into the game. They're like game bots. So like, did you think that you were gonna make like an actual like deep personal connection? Because like you and Alyssa had like some conversations that like you didn't feel comfortable with, which I understand because it's real life. So like, did you think you were gonna make a connection like that?
No, I didn't. I thought that I was gonna make friends. Of course, I wanted to make friends with people here. Didn't think I'd find someone that I can cry to and tell very personal stuff to. I didn't think that I would be playing this game and still telling people about my personal life in it. Yeah, I didn't think that was possible. I'm really glad that it happened though. You know, if I obviously I lost, so getting anything out of this experience would be great. I think the friendship I made with her and relationship that I have with Duke and even Jeff and Emily, and her, even Peyton to some extent. I'm glad that I have them as friends going forward, hopefully. And obviously, you guys' production, you guys are amazing. So yeah, I made relationships, and I never thought I'd have one as strong as I did with Alyssa. I didn't think that I would do that in an online game like that. I just hope it. I hope it continues. I don't know if I don't know. There's that. I could be wrong about like what she thinks of the game or like if she was even going to go to the end with me. I don't know. Like, I mean, I hope she did. I have faith in her that she would have. I don't know everything about the game though, so I can't like. Once the game's over, I'll be able to assess stuff a little better because I'm not I'm not positive if Emily knew that I was going. I don't know. Like, there's always a bit of doubt in me that something like could have been this ridiculous. I could be made a fool of the whole time. Like, if the 5 was never actually a thing and I was just looking stupid the whole time, then that would hurt. But I'm glad I got what I have with Alyssa, and hopefully that's real to her. And she wasn't just using it for a game.
Okay, and then final question. This is not about any relationships or anything.
It's okay, man.
A yes or no answer, nothing further. Did you have fun?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that is it. Thank you.
I have a question.
I would not have been so emotionally involved in a game like this if it wasn't having a good time. I wouldn't be spending all this time doing it if it wasn't fun for me. I took a lot out of my life. Honestly, I feel kind of bad. I didn't talk to my friends or family as much. I wasn't as dedicated to work because I was playing this game, and this is something I really cared about. And one thing that does hurt coming out of it is that I spent these last 14 days all for nothing, I guess. Well, not for nothing, but at least like in terms of what my goal was. I lost, so I didn't get what I wanted out of it necessarily, and so like all this time every single day that Big Brother was on this season while the game was going, my sister would come up and say, "Hey, you're gonna watch Big Brother with us?" I would say, "No, I'm playing a game right now." And that even happened today, like literally before the challenge. My sister comes in the room, "Hey, you're gonna watch Big Brother?" I said, "No, sorry, I have to do a challenge." And knowing that at the end of this day that it wouldn't have mattered, that I could have just gone and watched Big Brother with them because I was going to lose anyways, lose the game anyways. That really hurts. I mean, I'm so glad I played. I wouldn't take it back, but it really does hurt that I put all the time into it only to get 5th boot. And hopefully people in my life will understand that I know they will, obviously. I just hope yeah. So that's the hardest part. And dang it, when I was saying these exact words to Caitlin, I was crying. I'm sorry, like I can't cry a second time. Like I'm sorry.
Okay, I have one more question, but put a summary around it.
Sure.
Because we are like almost at 30 minutes, and I just
Yeah.
Go back to like 2014, 2013 when you played these kick games.
Yeah, Sean, what's up?
Compare that to this and how it's so different. Like,
it's completely different. Like I had to talk to people face to face and actually make relationships with them in a way that I thought that I would never actually be trying to do in a game like this. It's completely different. Like Instagram and kick games, you just message people. You don't video chat them. You don't call them. You don't stay up till 4 a.m. on the phone with someone talking about game or talking about just your life in a Instagram or kick game. It's completely different. This is, yeah. You actually see these people's faces, and I see Amir crying when he loses the challenge, and I feel emotion there like that. Like even when I heckled him in the middle of the challenge by calling him Noah as a joke, then I see him lose and break down sitting there after losing the challenge. That's something that you can't get that out of a kick or Instagram or even a Facebook game.
All right. Well, with that being said, Noah, you are the 5th person eliminated and thrown overboard by your crew members. It was nice having you playing this season. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Oh my God.